Welcome back. The Olufuko Annual Cultural Festival is currently underway at Otapi in the Omusati region. The festival is set to end this Friday, the 7th of July. To share more on the festival and also just to give a brief background on Olufuko itself is the mayor of Otapi town, Ms. Salma Asino Shambwako. Ma'am, good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, dear.
Perhaps we'll start with...
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Perhaps we'll start with, you can talk to us about, the history and significance of the Olufuko Annual Cultural Trade Fair.
Thank you very much. So, Olufuko is a decade-old ceremony whereby a female initiation that marks the transitions of young girls that are being lectured when they are going to enter into adulthood. It's a very important aspect of culture in the northern Namibia and in the neighboring country as well. During this process of the initiation, the young girls are being taught on how to take care of the families, the household, and how to behave in the community as an adult women. And as part of that education, they are also being taught on how to, they are also taught about the importance of our culture. They are given a platform. It is a platform really that is given to the community to showcase their product and services and earn the much needed income. Because Olufuko have two components, one for the traditional one, and the other aspect is for the business. And furthermore, it is also a platform that created by services providers, being private and public one, are giving information to the customs on the much needed information at one place, while also in the same vein, in the same time, promoting the service that they are offering. It is also good to highlight that the Olufuko, like I said earlier, institutions are giving information. It is a platform whereby institutions of higher learning, to be specific, are coming, and then they are giving information about studies, and farmers are getting the information and advice on how to farm. And we have other institutions like NAMRA, it is there, whereby the taxpayers are getting information and they are also being educated on the importance of paying and submitting their tax return, while in ordinary people like women and the other SMEs, they are given that platform as well to sell their traditional items, the man-made products, and while the upcoming musicians, they are also accorded an opportunity to perform and show their talents, and that's basically what is being the significant part of this event.
You mentioned that there's the traditional part and then the business part. In terms of the traditional part, are there any educational or information sessions that will be taking place during the fair to learn about the culture and traditions of the community?
Yes, the Namungagas, those are the people that are are educating and they are lecturing the young girls that are undergone into that initiation. They are there in the Olufuko Center in the home street. They are available. They are there to give that lectural and the educational part of the culture.
Yesterday, the official opening of the festival kicked off with the former president, Sam Nujoma, addressing those that were in attendance. Perhaps talk to us about what other activities will be taking place for the upcoming days.
Yeah, the program for the official opening went well, and it is a business. The business is continuing as usual, since people are continuing selling their products and the company are continuing to give out information, and the initiation process is going on as it was planned, that the remaining activities are still to continue as early planned. However, it's also worth note to highlight that the event it is also aimed to boost up the regional economy, whereby the ordinary people can sell and get the little that they get from their product that they are selling. I think those processes are still continuing as usual after the official opening.
How has the Olufuko Annual Cultural Trade Fair evolved, over the years? Have there been any recent changes or additions to the event?
Yeah. The Olufuko Trade Fair, it is only different from other expos because they have that traditional component. But all in all, it is just the same like any other expo. But what have changed from the beginning of the Olufuko Cultural Festival, maybe it's just the turnout. Because for now, the Olufuko is so well marketed, unlike in the beginning, and many people have taken interest in the event itself. So the turnout for the currently is much more higher than the turnout of at the beginning. That's make the difference.
Madam
But
Asina,
the activities are still the same.
Madam Asina Shambwako, that's all the time we have, but perhaps your final remarks to the public this evening.
Excuse me?
Your final remarks to the public this evening?
My final remarks. So I would like to conclude by inviting people that did not visit the Olufuko yet to do so. It will give them the opportunity to meet services that they might require, and more so, it is also important that the festival itself is a kind of educational. You always meet new things. You always meet business idea that you were not having it before. So because in Olufuko we have people that we call demonstrators. they are demonstrating the activities that are normally done previously in old days, and how to do Omalovu, Ogiria, and how to do Ombike, and how to do Omashisha. All those things, these traditional type of work-handed things are being demonstrated. I'm just inviting the public, those that did not yet visit Olufuko, to do so, because it is more beneficial to them and to those people that are there in Olufuko, because they need the support from them.
Ma'am, thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us this evening.
So my pleasure for having me, and good night.
That was the mayor of Otapi Town speaking to us, Salma Asino Shambwaku. Let's take a little break. We'll be right back.